Hello, and welcome to Biscuits and Blethers with myself, Stu Nichol.
And myself, Ross, the Boss McFadgen.
Oh, we're so funny. Today we have singer, songwriter, actor, horsewoman. I don't know if there are any other things, Anne Gair, that...
Try to do most things.
It's great to see you.
Thank you, and you.
Grand stuff. Why don't we start off with just a wee... what you've been up to. You've got an album that's still relatively new out just now, which is very good indeed.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time in the making. And so I've done a kind of soft release of that so that it's available to download from Bandcamp, and it's available on CD from Last Night from Glasgow, who are distributing it for me or from me at gigs. And I've got a hard launch planned for this spring, so then it will be available more broadly, and I've got a little tour planned for that.
We'll be able to get it in HMV, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm loving this return to physical product, by the way. A lot of artists are doing this just now. A lot of vinyls, a lot of CDs. I'm all for that. I want something in my hand. I don't just want to digitally download something, because then I could just have that in Spotify, couldn't I? I want something I can keep. Yeah,
and I think then it feels like it's worth more. And I've just gone back to vinyl. A month or so ago, I got a turntable and amp and some nice speakers, and I've been building up my collection. And I have now, we get so lazy, don't we?
Yeah.
And actually, there's something really nice about the ritual of looking through the records, think, right, what am I going to play? Taking out the sleeve, the whole thing of putting it on the turntable and then sitting down and listening to it, rather than it just being something that's on. There's just something very different about the whole experience. So I am hoping that I'm going to have my album on records, on vinyl, in time for the tour. So that's my plan. That's what I would really love to do. It's just so expensive.
That is the kind of major thing now, isn't it? It's the expense of creating a record that's just so prohibitive to kind of bands and musicians now. But I do love that idea of sitting down, just a cup of coffee. Yeah.
Lifting the needle. I should have said that out loud, lifting the needle and hearing the little crackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually think that the sound is very different. And I don't know if it's just because I'm paying more attention to it, but I seem to pick up more, like it's more 3D in some way. I don't know. People listening to this might think I'm...
Is that not what your Dolby Atmos is for?
Yeah.
Can you do that on vinyl?
I don't know. Know nothing about that process.
Yeah, I'm not very technically minded. Not technically minded at all.
But that's why we're here. Yeah, but I do know that to go on vinyl, you need to remaster your album.
Yeah.
As well before you put it out on vinyl, because it translates differently. So learning every day.
I did actually a wee while ago record a particular track from vinyl because I think it sounded better with all the crackles and whatnot on it. The record's quite old now, because I played the tune just off the MP3 off the CD, and I went, that's missing something.
Yeah.
So I got the record player out and recorded the track from vinyl just so that I could have it.
I've actually on, I think, 3 tracks on the album, there is that on it. There is a very slight noise that runs throughout the whole track, and it's difficult to hear it, but it's there, and it changes the feel of it. So some of these songs, like it's on Cigarettes and Smokescreens, Steal Away and White Horses, these are the 3 that it's on. And it's to kind of give that more kind of retro feel to it, a more analog feel to it.
Yeah.
So I've actually built that into the recording.
How's that going to work on vinyl when you come to remaster it?
I don't know.
Doubly there.
That's going to be Andrea's job. I'll pass that to him. He's the expert. He can do that.
He's very good indeed. Indeed.
Sorry.
No.
I'm just realising that we've been quite rude. So we are Biscuits and Blethers, Anne.
Yes.
We've brought you into the studio and we've not even opened up the biscuit tin yet. This is it's an outrage, to be fair. So we have some lovely biscuits, and you actually brought us some biscuits as well.
I did.
A lovely wee kind of Christmassy theme going on over there.
The lovely, this Danish shortbread kind of thing, but I'm thinking here, will they survive the dunk test?
Oh, the dunk test, yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think we should try?
Go for it.
Okay.
You're closer. And I'm lazy. We also have some caramel wafers and some Tunnocks tea cakes as well. So,
good old Tunnocks.
I'm going to have that. No, I'm going to have that one.
That looks a bit more solid. And
It does.
Yes, please.
I'm also going to have a lactase tablet because we've got another episode after this. And
yeah. Don't want to be too long in the room. And I'll take the square one. So there's 4 there. We're testing 3.
we also have producer Craig behind us as well.
Craig, would you like? I'm okay. Thank you.
No biscuits for Craig. He's on a diet.
Right, are we going to count to 3 and do a dunk and let's see?
Right now, because and we're dunking for 3 as well.
Right, okay.
We had a dunk test before,
Yeah.
and I've looked back at it, and I actually dunked about 5 times, and I told him 3.
So, do you not just hold the biscuit in for the
hold
count
it in
of 3?
for 3? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
You dunk strangely.
I do dunk strangely. I've got my own technique, okay?
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Well, it survived.
yeah.
It did.
This one's quite solid. We also had a wee blather about
We did.
eating
We
and
told
eating noises.
We told Craig that we would not do this, and we've actually just gone and done it. So we're doing the munching. It's happening.
So the Danish shortbread survives the dunk test.
It does, and it's really nice, by the way. I really like them. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You've come here from the horses.
Mm-hmm.
How
can you tell?
Of which you have 2, yeah?
I've got 2 retired horses, and they are just living their best lives out in a big field with a pal and a horsey pal and a wee pond and some woodland, and they're just chilling out.
Can I go there too?
It's wonderful. I sometimes take my guitar up there and play, and that's quite interesting to see their responses. One of them couldn't care less. She just wants food. And the other one is so fascinated by it, you know. It's like she wants to keep touching the guitar with her nose while the strings are vibrating, and she doesn't really know what to do about it, you know. And she's fixated on it. It's quite incredible.
Wow.
They're such beautiful creatures, though, aren't they? They're just gorgeous.
They really are. But not this morning on my way here, because one of them decided to charge the fence. Hence the reason I'm covered in mud. So
I think it's that mischief that makes them beautiful, though. They're so full of character, aren't they?
They really are.
My auntie keeps a horse now. She used to have 2 horses, and gorgeous beasts, but they are wind up merchants. They love to wind you up.
I think they're just so honest, you know, like they don't hide anything, you know, they just do what they want to do, or try to do what they want to do, and they don't really, you know, have any conscience about that.
No. I remember horse riding, and there was one particular horse that, you know, was in a riding school, so you would think, get used to it, but it was just like, canter. I don't think so.
Oh.
Just stomping around trying to get the thing to kind of, right, come on, just even walk. Yeah, not having this.
I know. I think the trick is to try and get them to want to do what you'd like them to do, and that's the trick with horses. There's a bit of psychology in there, I think.
Absolutely. Do horses appear a lot in your music? Do they come into your music a lot?
Yeah, they do. Well, there's white horses, of course. Yep. But I think they do in ways that maybe people wouldn't recognise. if that makes sense. So there's definitely little references, and you know, I think they're such emotional creatures.
They are, yeah.
And as human beings, we connect with horses in a way that's a really unique thing. You know, if you're standing next to a horse, your heart rate changes, and so does theirs.
That's amazing.
There's something that happens there. So much so that I trained as an equine assisted learning facilitator, and I worked with young people.
Oh, brilliant.
Using people that weren't going to school for whatever reason, using horses and the great outdoors to try and help them to reconnect. And it was incredible, the results. Absolutely incredible.
I love those little bits of synchronicity that we get. See when we do shows like this and we find out what people do in the background. So we see them as musicians, we see them as artists, but then you find out the other work that they're doing in the background with young people. I work with young people as well. So does Ross through Sale.
Yes.
It's I love those little bits of synchronicity. So that's
very
cool.
rewarding as
It
well.
is.
It really is. It really is. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't done anything for a little while, but I do miss it. And, you know, I still feel the effects for myself being next to the horses, you know. Yeah, it's quite an incredible thing.
Yeah. Awesome.
As well as your own stuff, you're also known to chant a little Joni Mitchell as well.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yes. Joni's featured throughout my life. And, I had the opportunity to put together a little show. I'm saying I had the opportunity. I had a mad idea 3 years ago. Yeah. A couple of people had said to me, because I had learned some Joni Mitchell songs, and a couple of people had said, you could do some Joni Mitchell. And I thought, gosh, I would love to do Joni Mitchell. And it's quite a tall order.
Yeah.
But there was a festival that were looking for applications. It was Bigger Little Festival. And I thought, why don't we just apply? I found 2 people to join me. And eventually that was a 5-piece band, which we were only together for a couple of weeks before that festival. But yeah, so we put together the whole of the Blue album, our own take on it, plus other songs across that songbook, and we have been touring theatres and venues since, and we've been selling out, and it's such an honour to sing that music.
Some really lovely venues as well, some really lovely looking venues.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the one that I saw, and it was just gorgeous. The Voodoo Rooms.
Yeah, with the big mirror ball in the middle.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It is, and we've been there a couple of times. Hopefully we're going to go back again at some point next year, and I like to set that venue out. You can set it out in different ways, but I like to do it in cabaret style. So, you've got all the nice round tables and the candles, and it's just stunning.
That's my idea of a gig. That's my perfect gig. See being able to sit down and chill at a wee table while watching someone play. I'm all for that. I'm saying we. I've not dragged you to any yet. Go to see some of the kind of newer bands, and it's all standing. Yeah. I can't be bothered standing for a whole show.
I think to be fair, Stu, when we get to our age, standing's a bit of a problem for that long length of time. Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't like to stand up through a gig either. I like to get a seat and really be able to concentrate on what I'm hearing and what I'm watching, rather than, oh God, my back's sore, I need
this
a
one
seat.
beside me keeps bumping into me. And there's always one behind you that sings that can't.
Yes.
Well, that's me.
I like to sing at a gig, and there was one particular gig where the guy in front turned around and went, I came to see him, by the way.
No.
I'm having a good time.
Yes. Well, do you know, I went to see, it was a couple of years ago, I went to see Alanis Morissette, and I think all the audience probably discovered her in that first Jagged Little Pill album. Yeah. And we were all supposed to be seated, but everybody was standing up, and they were all singing all the words for all the songs, and I thought, this is just incredible, just that unity of, that experience. And I think lots of people that were similar age to me,
An amazing album.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? She's coming back. I've got tickets to go and see her at the summer sessions.
Oh.
Yeah, Glasgow.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
So
just
Joni,
booked a ticket in his head there, hasn't he? You
Yeah,
could just
yeah, I
see
could
the
see
wheels.
him
The wheels were
I
turning.
know someone quite close to me that would probably go for that. So
Mm.
I shall inquire when I get home.
Yes.
The Joni Mitchell thing, though, really taken off. As you say, you're performing it quite far and wide,
Yeah.
but you've also featured on Miss Mitchell's website
Yes.
as well.
Yes. So they
That's
advertise all my shows on their website, which is just incredible. You know, it's really amazing to have that kind of endorsement that, you know, that they think that's worthy enough to put on their website. And yeah, so we've featured on there quite regularly. And yeah, so I'm in close dialogue with the person who puts all the stuff together for the website. And, you know, he's just like, send me all your dates, send me the dates. And up they go, which is just wonderful. And, you know, we find then that we get people that come to the gigs who are real, like, Joni fans. And quite often I'll see the front couple of rows. There'll be a fair number of people in there with their eyes shut and they're mouthing all the words, you know, and they just sit and they sing along, mouthing the words, because it's like pin drop. You know, you can hear a pin drop. And I think, God, I better get the words right, you know. Don't want to mess that up, and I have done, you know. Yeah, of course you do.
But it's that type
funny.
of, I'm going to say material here, but you want to immerse yourself in it, and you want to kind of, you know.
Yeah, so that's the daunting thing for me, is that, you know, we do our own takes on the songs. They're not exactly as Joni did them. But the lyrics, you can't mess with the lyrics, you know. No. It's like Shakespeare, you know. Yeah. I played Lady Macbeth in a production of Shakespeare many years ago. And it was the same thing, you know, you need to know it. You can't paraphrase.
Yeah. There'll be someone there'll be a heckling in the audience.
Yeah.
Go,
sorry, you missed a beat there, or you did this, or you did that. Yeah.
This is the Glasgow version of Shakespeare.
Well, our Hamlet.
Our Hamlet, yeah.
Rest in peace, Mr. McNaughton there. But yeah, what a work. What
absolutely.
A great version of Hamlet. That is. Teacher he was as well.
Yeah.
So presumably he's written it at some point for his pupils to understand
it.
But absolutely amazing. So any Jonies coming up?
Yes, we are at the Eastgate Theatre in Peebles, and I want to say it's the 23rd of January, and that's a fundraiser, actually, that one, for the theatre, to try and help them to get funds to keep it open, because it's a gorgeous little theatre, you know.
Yeah.
And so I approached them last year and said, how about, you know, we do a show to help you to raise funds. So we're doing that, and then in February, we are at the East Kilbride Arts Centre for the 3rd year in a row.
Awesome.
I need to mind and get my tickets.
Yes. And then we're at the Beacon Arts. I think that's in
fabulous.
March.
Yeah.
And then we're actually, the Joni Band, we are playing at Belladrum this year.
Oh, awesome.
So we're on the Ice House stage. So I was there last year doing my own material, my own songs. And then this year we're going with the Joni thing, and I'm just waiting for some confirmation. But we may be there with my own songs as well, so it's going to be a bit of a busy festival.
I'm going to start a wee list, by the way, of words that make you cringe. I'm going to say like material. You can just see you kind of, even when you said it yourself, like I don't like saying it. You start a list of words that make you do that.
You sometimes get into, you know, things like, you know, when you talk about vinyl and you talk about and you get into the word product, which I really don't like.
I don't like that either. It takes all the emotion out of it, doesn't it? The art has gone.
It certainly does.
I totally agree, and that's probably where my fallouts with music have kind of come from. Whenever I've been in a band that's got to that stage of we have to look a certain way, we have to do a certain formula of songs, and that's me. I'm out. I'm out at that point.
I fell out with somebody years ago. It was a manager, and I'm not going to mention any names, but he was quite a, you know, good manager, and he'd come up from London and come to a gig, and afterwards he said to me, you know, if you could just wear a short skirt, this is without a lie, without a word of a lie, and be more feminine on stage. And I thought, you're not the person for me.
No.
See ya. Yeah. But I mean, and I was really young. I was only about 17, 18, you know. And I think, so it was a while ago. I don't think much has changed in the music industry, to be honest. But yeah, I'm with you in that.
I think it's gotten worse because that is the package. Yeah. And that, you know, still is. And it's gone more that way. So it's less about the musical content and more about, you know, the look, the fashion.
Yes.
Aye.
Especially when you look at the kind of conversation we had recently. I don't know, do you know Norman Patterson?
Yeah, I know Norman very well.
So we had a wee chat with Norman about his petition with the kind of BBC.
I've signed it. Absolutely.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Good.
Please sign it. Who's watching?
I thought you were just looking at Craig there. Get that signed, Craig.
Yeah, Craig, you get that signed too. It's so important.
It's
so important.
Absolutely. But that losing shows like that, you're going to just veer towards the product, because everything's going to sound exactly the same to fit that easy listening package, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
That got me a bit angry there. I apologise.
But then on the other side of that, you know, we're kind of, the music industry is kind of the devil and not in that we can release our own music.
Yeah.
And that wasn't possible really before.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, exactly what you're saying, you know. Yeah, so I can release my own music. Am I going to go on BBC Radio 1?
It's
no,
the exposure
because I don't fit that mould. But that's okay with me. I don't want that, you know. So actually, at the moment, you know, there is a possibility for artists to represent themselves, fund themselves, and put their music out there, which is great. And I think if we have these kind of shows that you're talking about, the Ian Anderson, Roddy Hart, etc., then there is a platform for that kind of music to reach the ears of the people who want that kind of music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we're out there, we're still here, we're not going anywhere.
So it's so important. You know, we're cutting out so much creativity, and especially in Scotland, you know, all these independent artists. It's
a culture thing for me as well. It's not necessarily about
you having a wee difficulty there.
I think for the national broadcaster, they should be broadcasting
100%
national music or you know, Scottish music, and I think that's kind of been lost down the line of, you know, we're going to do it this way, and maybe we won't go any further than that at the moment. But yes.
Yeah, get us back on track.
Let's change the subject. I tell you what, since we're talking about music in a way, this is a wee question that kind of popped into my head on the way here, and this might kind of date me, and it might date other people in the room. The first question was Beatles or Stones?
Before my time. No, Stones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, everybody.
We've had a wee chat about music before, and I was thinking you might go that way because you played us a couple of very kind of punky type songs the last time. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Don't know why my hand's doing all that today. Very, very animated today.
And then I thought, well, you know, maybe we should kind of make it a bit younger. So Blur or Oasis?
I was Blur.
Yep.
Probably going to alienate a lot of our listeners, by the way, but so was that.
Well, that was kind of coming forward, even Westlife or Boyzone. I don't know whether we should do that.
Neither.
You suggested before we come on Duran or Wham. That
was my sort of very young years, and I was a Durani. Yeah. So there we go.
It's interesting, I think.
It is.
Yeah. Well,
and maybe you just thought that up in the car, eh?
Well, I'm going to just now, I'm going to scrub out the Westlife and a wee kind of thought as well. Okay,
I was really lucky though, because I grew up with, my older brother was really, you know, into his music, and so I grew up with other bands, so bands that were kind of before my time but not, because they were in the house. So I was really into the Police, like hugely into the Police, and Blondie.
Yeah.
Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Oh, I loved it.
Wow.
David Bowie, all that stuff. So, yeah.
My brother's was 3 years older than me, so he kind of got into the rockabilly revival, kind of the late 70s, early 80s, and he went back to Buddy Holly and all that. So I just soaked
it in.
Up.
Yeah.
Magic.
You hear it and you don't really know that you're taking it in, but I think, and I think songwriting, what's gone in comes out in some way at some point in something, And I know that when my kids were listening to Joni Mitchell, Regina Spektor, they were listening to The Police, they were listening to Kate Bush when they were like 2, in the car.
Yeah.
Mum's choice, let's educate.
Yep.
Let's educate.
Absolutely, yeah. Get them started as early as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
I've got a wee interesting question just in my head. You've played a lot of kind of music with Joni Mitchell. Joni Mitchell's music, not with Joni Mitchell.
Unfortunately.
Indeed.
You never know.
Thinking, tell me, I missed that bit.
If you could play with someone though, if you could go on stage with an artist, who would it be? Who would you love to go?
Of course, Joni. Sting.
Oh.
Yeah.
That harks back to my childhood,
Okay.
Police or Sting?
Sting.
All right, okay.
Who else? It's a real tricky question.
I was going to say Norman Patterson. Books.
Well, Norman and I have actually played on the same stage on the same night.
Have you?
Because we played Celtic Connections together last year.
Yeah,
we were in the same evening. Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah. And you were in the Clutha as well. Oh no, were you a different day? I can't remember. There was someone.
Oh, I think I was on the Saturday and he was on the Sunday or something like that. Well, we both played at the Clutha at the same time. We've played a few actually sort of events where we've been there at the same time.
Anyway, that's enough about Norman.
Enough about Norman, yeah.
The other question I have here is, and it's Joni related, is River. Is it a Christmas tune?
Yes. I think so.
I think it's a Die Hard moment.
I love a Die Hard moment.
Explain a wee bit more.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It is.
Okay.
I think River, and although it's topped and tailed with Jingle Bells,
it's a bit of a giveaway. I have to
think?
say, yeah.
But I think the emotion and the pictures in it are just kind of all year round. It's like I just wish I could skate away. Sometimes you have those moments. So I think that's a whole year round. Why wait for the ground to be frosty? Just get the skates on and.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You could do the roller skates instead of the bladed skates.
I think it's relevant all year round.
Yeah.
When it comes to, if people say to me, what's your favourite Christmas song? That's the one I say. So I don't think it's just a Christmas song. I think it is a Christmas song, but
Changing our mind.
No, I do. And I think, Christmas time, people have this idealistic view of what Christmas should be, and it's all joy, and it's all happiness, and it's all love, and it's all this. And for a lot of people, it's not. And I think this is what she's getting at here, like everybody's celebrating Christmas, and she just wants to run away. And I think at various points in our lives, we've probably all felt that as well, and I think it makes it even harder for people when everybody else is so up and all the Christmas music's playing and the lights and the this, that, the next thing. And, there's a lot of people very lonely at Christmas time.
Yeah. I also think it's okay to feel a wee bit kind of sad at Christmas as well. We had a wee moment last night where I came home from work. I didn't come home from work. I worked from home. I
came down the stairs or came through
from my wee office, and Will had come back from work, and he had a bad day. I had a bad day. I had a bottle of mulled wine sitting there, and I'm thinking, we're just going to be sad. We're just going to drink mulled wine, and that's okay. That's fine because we'll do the happy Christmas stuff
later on.
Day. It's all right to have a day where you just have a wee sad glass of mulled wine. It's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know that I choose mulled wine right enough, but
I love mulled wine. I do. I love mulled wine.
Do you know, years ago, I used to write pantomime, and I produced it and I put them on. And the first panto that went on, there was 30,000 people saw it. Anyway, It was part of a big Christmas extravaganza. And I was at drama school at the time, and I managed to blag this job. And I basically staffed the whole thing, plus a clown show, plus a pantomime. I did the whole thing, wrote it all. And part of the thing was that when people came in, they were given a mince pie and a glass of mulled wine. After 6 weeks of mulled wine, it's taken a long time
100%.
for me to even contemplate having a glass, because of course it was very much one for you, one for me.
Student times.
Students.
Went to a wee panto recently. I've not been to a panto for years. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a wee grassroots. We do a wee shout out. A wee grassroots panto. Our friends at Theatre 118 in Glasgow put it on. It was called Jack and the Privately Owned Beanstalk. And honestly, I've never laughed as much in my life. They were just so good. It was chaos. But it was great. It was great chaos.
Yeah.
Did they have to rent the beanstalk then? Did Jack have to rent the beanstalk? Were there fees for climbing?
But they did have a song at the end called No More Rent. And I was driving home and in my head I was like, no more rent, no more rent. It was just all the way home. Yeah, it was brilliant. Really good.
Great. I love that. Dual layer, there's a bit of a political slant in there, but on the surface it's all great.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yep. Anyway, I've took us off track again. Get back on track.
Well, the last time I met Anne, she was very hospitable in her house, and in one room of her house she has this piano, which sits in the corner.
Yes,
and I believe there's a bit of history.
Yes, there is. It's a little electric baby grand, and. Well, it's acoustic, it's proper piano with strings and everything and hammers, but it can also be plugged in and you can add different things to it.
It's very high tech.
Well, this is actually from, is it the 60s maybe? Wow. Early 70s. And the piano was part of Frankie Miller's band.
Oh, amazing.
So that piano has been on the Old Grey Whistle Test and Top of the Pops, I think, and it used to go on tour with the band, so it had its own 2 roadies because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
And it had to be lifted in and rebuilt, onto each stage. Every time. And somehow or other, that piano ended up being given to a friend of mine to look after. The person who played it, it got given to somebody else, and he sadly passed away. And it ended up with Linda Jackson in Glasgow. I don't know if you're Linda.
Yep.
So Linda was the custodian of this piano, and then she was moving house, and she phoned and she actually spoke to my husband, who she knew through the blues scene, because my husband is a blues player, Kurt Clothian. He's a blues player, harmonica. Well, he does play harmonica, but Hammond organ. Yeah. Brilliant.
Hammond
in fact,
harmonica.
He plays on my album as well.
Awesome.
He plays a couple of songs.
That's handy, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And so she said, I'm moving house, I don't have room. Can you be its custodian? So it's in our house, and our younger daughter has learned to play piano on it, plays it every day, and you think, gosh, she doesn't realise just what she's playing there, But so it's quite an amazing piece to have sitting in a corner of the room.
It's amazing. You say custodian, so you don't feel as though you own it, you're just looking after it. Is it kind of
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do own it, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, we're kind of just looking after it. And I think because there's so much history, it's not just a piano.
No.
It's done so much that, And it's slightly out of tune, and it's just lovely.
It has its own tone.
It has.
What I want to know is, how come you're getting tours, artist cribs, like MTV cribs? How come you're getting that?
That's another podcast in there, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuits and Blethers in people's houses.
Yeah. It's a good idea. And I tell you, the other very interesting room in Anne's house is the kitchen.
Okay.
And you have to watch your step when you're in there. it's quite busy at times. There's a lot of music in there.
There is.
And a lot of dancing.
I know you're going. This is a seamless link.
I've done this before. Too many times. Which is a track on Anne's album Cigarettes and Smokescreens, available now on Bandcamp.
Yes.
Invoice later. And it's kind of, I kind of really like the idea. You're saying it was written kind of during lockdown.
Yeah.
Where do you go in lockdown?
Yeah. The kitchen, you know? Well, I spent a lot of time in there. I grew a lot of vegetables. I'd never kind of grown stuff before. I grew a lot of vegetables during lockdown. I think the survival thing kicked in. Well, if we have to grow our own food, you know? Yeah. Anyway, so I had grown a lot of stuff and then I cooked it and spent a lot of time cooking. There's really nothing else to do and baking and whatever.
Sourdough bread, yep, works.
Yeah.
I learned to make sourdough during lockdown. That's ridiculous, eh?
Yeah, well, but that's what happens, you know. We did. There was kind of well, I picked up the guitar again in lockdown, first time since for 17 years.
I should have did that.
You know, started writing again. So anyway, and we usually play some music, and you know, it's become a bit of a thing in our house that we play good music and we enjoy cooking together. It's not a task then, you know, otherwise it's like, gotta cook dinner, you know. So we try and make it a bit more fun. Anyway, but you do end up, we've got Slippy Floor, you know, got good tunes on. Of course you're going to start doing a bit of moon dancing and whatever, you know.
It's got a nice spring to it as well.
Yeah.
Almost like Blackpool.
It's my own wee Barrowlands in there.
That's a better example. Okay. Can we edit that bit out, Craig? Barrowlands is a bit cooler.
Do like the Barrowlands, yeah. There's a lovely wee noodle place opened up next to the Barrowlands apparently as well. Sorry, I'm veering off on food again.
It's all right.
I get distracted, very easily distracted.
So yeah, enjoyed that song.
Indeed.
Into the kitchen, have a wee boogie.
Yes, in fact, that song is the next one that's going to be released onto streaming platforms.
Okay.
And it's on the 23rd of January, so I might have got my dates mixed up with the gig. Anyway, maybe the gig's the 24th or something. You can look it up. It's on our website, www.annegair.com.
Smooth.
There we go. That was a smooth link. Yep. But anyway, yeah, so Kitchen Dancing is coming out on the 23rd.
Awesome. If you're looking for a wee date night, kitchen's the place to go. It'd only be like an up and down thing. We've got a wee galley thing.
We need to do that sideways thing, you know.
Oh, maybe do a wee Charleston, yeah.
It's in my head, vision.
You see, as we're recording this, we're waiting on the Strictly final. Okay.
Oh.
Which is on Saturday.
Oh, is it?
Strictly? No.
Not
Strictly.
mine either, no.
I'll just sit
I very rarely watch
Strictly? No. Craig's not in either. You're on your own, pal.
So we can edit that bit out as well.
No, I'm not a Strictly person. It's never really been my thing. I can't dance.
No, I can't either. Do you know?
I have danced once. Danced at my wedding.
Oh, there we go.
And for the practice.
Did you have lessons and stuff?
No. Well, unless you count the kind of practice with Will. But I was terrible. We decided I was terrible, and then I played some songs, and that was fine. Yeah, not a good dancer. Are you a good dancer?
I'm a good dancer. I don't know.
Only in the kitchen.
I did have to learn a bit of dance, you know, when I was at drama school, so I'm all right. But I wouldn't say I'm a dancer. But I'm all right. I can cut some shapes if I need to.
Ross?
No, dad dancing is...
Dad dancing is strong.
It's about it, but that's as far as it goes. I'll watch it on the telly. I don't even know whether they're good or not. I just kind of watch and go, that looked all right to me. Jen, on the other hand, my wife, she's like, oh, that bit there and that foot was wrong and that. She could be Craig.
Is she a dancer?
She could be Craig. No. Well, no. She did do dancing when she was a kid.
Right, okay.
But
so she'll have more knowledge about it then.
Yeah. just go, that looked nice, it felt nice. So.
Yeah.
Music's my art form, really.
But, you know, maybe it's the same thing with dance. It's the overall thing. How does it make you feel when you watch it? You know, just like music, how does it make you feel when you listen to it, rather than, they went to that chord and they could have gone to that chord.
We've had some lovely conversations about that, because Ross will say that he uses other people's music to convey what he's feeling.
Yeah.
And he relies on someone else to do that for him.
Yeah.
And I love that, though, the kind of, not the chord, not the note, it's the emotion behind it as well.
Yeah.
I watched someone recently kind of say you have to let go of your ego a little bit when you're singing, because no one's going to care if that's a C. No, nobody cares. Nobody knows if they're listening. If you miss that, if you miss that a little bit, that's okay. If you're conveying the right emotion, then you've got them. They're going to come with you. So I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's the whole thing when you're writing. You know, for me, I don't sit down and work out a chord progression.
Yeah.
And write a song about a specific thing. It all happens at the one time.
Yeah.
The chord makes me feel a certain thing, which makes me sing a certain word, maybe even, and that feels like it needs to go to this part of that emotion, and then it maybe needs to just have a breath, and you know, and so when you're writing, for me, not everybody's the same. Everybody writes differently, but for me, that all happens at the one time, to the point that sometimes I'll have written a verse and a chorus, and I don't even know what the song's about, but I just there's a feeling from it. You know, sometimes it will be a month afterwards that I suddenly go, oh, that's what that song's about. It's like a subconscious thing, you know. Sometimes it's a bizarre thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I was going to kind of say lyrics are important to me. As much as the music is, and I'm not saying I don't like instrumental music, because I do. There's a lot of lovely, lovely pieces out there, but I think it's the lyric that probably kind of
sits with you,
kind of brings me in.
We started slightly late today, so we're going to run over for a week and 5 minutes. But what I want to do is to make sure that you've got some time to fill anything that you want to talk about. We always like to leave it in the hands of the artist at the end with whatever they want to talk about for the last kind of 5. So what do you want to talk about, Anne?
Oh, gosh. That's a huge thing.
I know, it's big, isn't it?
Okay, so here's actually what I'd like to talk about, and that is, and it's kind of going back to what we were talking about, the music industry and the state of the music industry, and how difficult it is for independent artists to kind of have a platform. And part of that is being able to actually go and record to begin with. It's very expensive, and you know, you don't get the money from streaming and all the rest of it. It doesn't, you kind of working at a loss for a lot of the time when it comes to that. So I self-funded my album, completely self-funded it. Yes, I'm skint. Yes. And and there's still more to go, because I need to remaster, and I need to get digital, not digital, I need to get vinyl and merch done and all that kind of stuff. And then I need to think about the next album. And actually, I have now written 6 songs since putting out the last one. Plus, there are some other ones that were almost got onto that album and just didn't, because I didn't have the funds to continue to add more tracks to it. And they'll go on this next album. So I've got an album's worth of material sitting there. So in the spring, I am going to start to crowdfund.
Fabulous.
To be able to go back into the studio and record album number 2. So I'm going to crowdfund. I'm hoping I'll get some match funding, and obviously I'll be putting some funding in myself. But I think that's the way forward, and there's so many artists are now doing this crowdfunding, and it's not about saying, can you give me some money to go and record? It's about saying, if you're interested in this music and this album that I'm going to record, why don't you buy it now? Because what will happen is you will get a CD or whatever you want to, whatever you put in, you'll get back in terms of whatever that might be, whether it's a CD or whether it's vinyl or whatever it is that you want to buy. It's just that you're buying it up front. And
think
that
that's a
then
very
enables
good
them to go
idea.
in.
You're going to buy it anyway. Give me the money now. Which allows you to get the CD in the end.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy it after the fact, it means, the bank's got to be involved and all this kind of stuff. So, buy you're right, buy it now.
And
There's
lots
that connection as well, though.
There is, there's a connect because people feel they're involved in that process as well. And there's lots of if you were to commission a piece of art, you're going to pay for it and then you get it, and that happens with a lot of things in a lot of businesses. People pay for something and then it's created for them.
Yeah.
But you pay up front. I don't. So, there's really not.
It sounds mercenary. I mean, you had a wee laugh when I said give us your money now, but it is you're going to buy it anyway. So just buy it now, and then you'll get the product. And it helps you. Product.
You do.
Oh my.
Product. Oh no.
We need to edit that bit.
Is it material?
But material, you'll get the songs, you'll get the disc, the download, the vinyl,
and there'll be other little. What is it? There's another word that I don't like. Easter eggs.
Easter egg rewards.
There'll be other things in there as well. Little opportunities for things or to be involved or whatever it might be. There'll be some other things in that crowdfunder as well that'll be a little bit more unique.
I think
I'm not telling anymore.
It's a great. I'm going to say mechanism because I can't find. It's a good strategy. No, that's too much as well. It's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming in and having a wee blether with us and bringing us biscuits. We always appreciate that. Where can people find you?
You can find me on all the social media platforms under Anne Gair. You can also find me on my website, www.annegair.com. I'm on YouTube. I'm in all these different platforms. So you will find
all these social media platforms.
Even if you just go to Google and type in Anne Gair, it'll give you different ways that you can find me. All my dates for upcoming gigs, both for my own material, my own songs, and the Joni Mitchell shows, they're all on my website as well.
Well, from me, broadcasting legend Ross McFadden, thank you so much for coming in.
And from me, podcasting and musician. Well, we're going to need to cut that as well.
Absolutely.
And from me, Craig, producer. No, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.